Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Nixon. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Knights are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down in the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On the move, he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you can see the aggressive nature by this defense on these last 2 plays. They get a sack, and then on the slant from the pocket, tremendous job of anticipation by the defender, bearing down on the intended target, and it's the hit that forces the incompletion. They are playing so physical right now on the defensive side of the ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Bachmeier. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rushes on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on 1st down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hauls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Catch in the middle, it's Wade. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
A lot of things have gone right for this offense, but I think this quarterback right now is playing with a little too much confidence. He held the football way too long that time in the pocket, and he ended up taking a hit, which forced the incompletion. He's got to keep playing fast. The ball has got to get out quicker.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Ryan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hillstead. It's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the 1st.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to the back. Ran through the contact. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Kalani Sitake got this Cougar program back in the national spotlight last season. 11 wins, and boy, did they do a great job in finishing off close games.
And boy, are they fun to watch. You talk about close games, yes, they won those, but
Fake punts, fake field goals, going for it on fourth down, like BYU's brand of football, Palmer, is always entertaining.
It's always entertaining. And I remember a little while ago, people were wondering how they were going to fare in the Big 12, but they've proven that they can compete for a conference championship, and who knows this year, maybe take the next step to the CFP.
BYU has this offense clicking. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Sweet cut there. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's the handoff. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ryan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This is a designed run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught over the middle. It's Ryan. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bid up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try the outside to the left. Oh, middle, look out! Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. He'll pull it down. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Burke. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
and just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
On the option, he'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hillstead. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Thomas. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to throw, it's Hillstead. That's caught, it's Mockmeyer. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Wade.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. At that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Jackson gonna throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ryan. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I'll I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Got the quick pass. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeper fighting off the defender. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
Offense facing 4th down.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the run, it's Montgomery. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Jackson will throw. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Bachmeier. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Looks as if BYU will have a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, BYU! And that one will give him the lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Peterson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things that makes this defense so hard to move the football against is their defensive line. That time, 4 guys on the field, and they're able to win. You saw that guy penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage, gets the TFL. Big reason why they're winning today is the play of these guys up front.
Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Burke. On the sweet spin, and he's free. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Jackson gonna throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Knights!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle, it's Ryan. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To throw, it's Hillstead. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Ryan. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Look out, he's got room. And they'll knock him down. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. He has the first and still on his feet. Bulldozes his way through. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burke. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Hillstead. Here comes the heat. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got him this time. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hagan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Creates a little room. Breaks into the open.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ryan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, BYU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Jackson will throw. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Here's a heat. Trying to find his man in the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play-action fake. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Hillstead. Got his man. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Hagan. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed. Coming from the outside, he was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now it's 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes one man miss. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Peterson. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That's a good start for this offense, but it's got to be all gas. We've got to be fast. We can't guarantee ourselves we're going to score 2 two-point conversions after we get these 2 touchdowns. Maximize this possession. Got to be aggressive.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, QB had the look he wanted. You like throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw. It falls incomplete.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback hung up to and sacked at the 12.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Off play action on 1st down. Got him downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Always a welcome play for the defense if they get a sack at the 47.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Thomas.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.